underneath for the touchdown. It's McCaffrey. Second touchdown throw off of the bench for Purdy. Niners back in front.
Come on, man. You got Larry June in the building. You listen to the Morning Roast, and we're doing numbers, man. Good job, Morning Roast. Sock it to me. Hey. Yee!
What up, Larry June? What up, Niner fans? Everybody's got their go-to meal at their favorite restaurant, so it's time we head back into the kitchen for episode 3, The Go-To, presented by Trimark. Check out Rome Artisan Burgers at 957thegame.com. We have the GOAT on the line, Jerry Rice. Is Jerry Rice ready, folks? Give me a thumbs up. Jerry, the GOAT, is ready. GOAT Fuel, and you know what? Jerry's out there running around again at Levi Stadium before that big game against the Miami Dolphins. In the jean jacket, by the way. The jean jacket. Did you see that?
I did, with the 3 Super Bowls on the back.
Yeah, Jerry's looking swaggy as always. Jerry Rice to go. Good morning, Jerry. What's going on, man? Oh, we don't have the GOAT yet. We don't have him yet. All right. We don't have him yet. Well, wait. Do we have him now?
I did see Trey Lance was posting on his Instagram about GOAT Fuel.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Trey Lance is part of the package.
He was all over
There it is. I think Jerry's here. Jerry, you got us yet? I think Jerry's looking around. He's not yet. All right. We'll work on Jerry for a second. We'll get him coming up here as we get our GOAT Fuels this morning.
Yeah, I got to open mine right near the
What do you have? What do you have?
One second. Let me...
Ooh.
Yeah, you like that? This is, the acai berry. Is it acai or acai?
Acai.
Acai? Why do I...
Like acai bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And now we have the mango passion fruit. And now I believe we have Jerry Rice. He's holding up the phone. He's got the cell phone. Jerry, you there? No, he's not. He's not there. All right, so we're working on him. Anyway, Brock Purdy throws 2 touchdown passes. The first ever Mr. Irrelevant to throw a pass in an NFL game. And he threw it 37 times yesterday.
He's the first Mr. Irrelevant to ever throw a pass?
Yep, in an NFL game.
I saw they had a jersey, Mr. Irrelevant 262, when he got drafted.
He did. Yep, they did.
That's pretty cool.
Now he's relevant.
So we're going to do the QB6 thing now, years from now?
You might.
Can we just get through a week? Can we get through 6 days without people overreacting?
You know how this works.
And normally I'm at the front of the line screaming and yelling in the mob, but even I have to realize that you got to reserve yourself a little, right?
All right, now we have the GOAT. We have the GOAT finally on the line via Zoom. You can see him on YouTube. He's got the GOAT hat on. He's got the great backdrop. Hey, Jerry, we were just talking before you came on. That jean jacket you had on with the 3 Super Bowl championships on the back. I mean, Jerry, man, you keep outdoing yourself, man. Why are you trying to outdo the young kids as you drink the GOAT Fuel? You was off about 5 of them babies yesterday.
I'm just trying to reinvent myself. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. When it's time, when you step into Levi's, it's showtime, baby. It's showtime. I was so fired up and so pumped and ready to go yesterday, and just the interaction with the fans, you could feel the energy in the stadium. We knew that it was a big, big football game. It was unfortunate to see Jimmy G go down, but Brock came in and got the job done.
Hey, Brock got the job done. 2 touchdown passes, the 2-minute drill before halftime to give the Niners a 17-10 lead. What did you like about Brock? Because I loved his poise. What did you like about Brock Purdy yesterday, Jerry?
Well, Mr. Irrelevant, man. Okay, I'm looking at this guy. Very poised. You could tell. He was in complete control, and that the players actually they had confidence in him. So he did a fantastic job, and but coming out of college, man, this guy had over about 32 individual records. So this was a great opportunity for him. He was 25 of 37 attempts for about 210 yards. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and he did what he had to do to get that win.
Jerry, when you make these kinds of transitions, how difficult is it for the position players on this team, the offensive line, to gel with another signal caller, new cadence, new tendencies, things like that, the play caller themselves? How hard is this to do it in the middle of the season?
Well, it's really hard, but you have to be ready for anything in the NFL. And, these guys, they make so much money. These guys are professionals. And, if someone goes down a key component, you got to be ready to go. So, this week I'm thinking, with Brock, just to get really on cadence with the offensive line and just continue doing what he's doing. He had the composure, he had the confidence, And, I felt like the Niners, they didn't miss a beat.
Jerry, one of the things that me and B always talk about is like the big time games, you always showed up, right? You knew marquee matchups, Jerry was going to show up. I watched that game yesterday and I go, man, big time game. Everyone's watching. CMC and Debo showed up. What'd you see from those two?
Yeah, and man, Debo didn't practice all week long.
Yep.
He was able to get out there and do his thing. And I always, man, when I get to the stadium, I go and I talk to players and I try to get a feedback on their mindset on that given day and stuff like that. And I asked him, I said, how's the quad and stuff like that? He said, yeah, I haven't practiced all week, but I'm ready to go. He had that look in his eye. So it's going to be up to those guys to elevate their game just a little bit more, make things a little easier for Brock. Get open so he doesn't have to hold on to the football game. And we still got to continue running the ball, and we got to rely on that defense to, win championships for us. That's really what it's all about. If that defense is buzzing and just causing havoc, I feel like we have a legitimate chance of doing something special this year.
All right, Jerry Rice here on the Morning Roast on 95.7 The Game. The GOAT, the greatest receiver, the greatest football player of all time, in my opinion, here with Shasky and Bonte. And, Jerry, you brought up the defense. And after the first play of the game, I know everybody got worried. 75 yards, boom, Miami goes up 7-0 right away. Then the Niners defense gives up 10 points the rest of the way. Drake Greenlaw was special, but I want to start with number 97, Nick Bosa. You played with some great defensive ends. Maybe Charles Haley at the top of that list. Nick Bosa is a special beast. And you talk about primetime games, guys showing up in primetime games. Nick Bosa showed up yesterday, Jerry.
Yeah, man. Hey, Nick Bosa, man, this guy I wish I had muscles like that, man. It's like he walks around, it's just like he looks like the Incredible Hulk or something like that. But he's going to cause havoc out there on the football field. With Charles Haley, Charles was that type of guy. He had the finesse where he could work his way around you, but then if he had to just run over you, he could do the same thing. And I see the same thing with Nick Bosa. Everything is predicated around him.
Yep.
If he's on and that defense is going, I think everybody elevates their game just a little bit more, and that's really what it's going to be all about. Down through the playoffs or whatever, we got to rely on our defense to get the job done.
Yeah, those two linebackers, Fred Warner and Drake Greenlaw, were flying everywhere. I mean, when you used to see a linebacker on you, it was like touchdown city, But now seeing these guys run and hit and cover the way they do, they're special, Jerry. Like Drake Greenlaw and Warner, they're very unique players.
Yeah, and you can tell they really know what they're doing out there on the football field, and they cause so much havoc for a Tua or something like that. Because Tua yesterday, man, I'm gonna tell you, he was off target. I feel like I could have thrown the ball better.
Was he shook, Jerry? Did you think he was shook? Was he shook yesterday?
I think so, man. It was something going on because he was throwing balls, and I'm like, oh my God, okay, the guy was wide open and he was missing him. By a mile.
Yeah.
Hey, good for the Niners. But I think it was an off day for him. But I think it had a lot to do because it was predicated to the defense and that pressure that they were putting on Tua.
No doubt. Jerry Rice here on the Morning Roast on 95.7 The Game. Jerry, you mentioned how you believe this defense can help this team accomplish some special things this season. Now, when we think special here in the Bay Area, we think Super Bowls. As you drink your Goat Fuel, I've got the Mango Passion right now. It's pretty damn good. Can Brock Purdy actually do the unthinkable? Can he actually lead this team into playoffs against big-time teams like Dallas, Philly, Tampa? We're going to see him next week against Tampa Bay. Can they actually accomplish special things with a rookie quarterback?
We're going to find out.
Yeah,
right. Hey, man, I'm telling you, we had the motto back in the day, next guy up. Rally around that guy. Simplify the game for that guy. That's going to be up to those receivers, like I said, to defeat one-on-one coverage, get open so he doesn't have to hold on to the ball. Rally around him. And I think, just watching him, his composure yesterday, I think this guy, I think he can. But it's going to take a big effort from that from the defense and all his teammates to just rally around him, simplify the game, and just make it easy for him.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Elvis Gerback and Bono and some of the guys that you played
Steve
with.
Bono, I remember Steve Bono. He had to step in many times, and what I would do is everything that I had developed with, say, a Joe Montana, a Steve Young, that goes out the door. I have to do everything possible to make sure that Steve Bono or Elvis Gerback, that they could be successful on the football field. So I would rally around their strengths and just try to make them better. And I think that's what, basically the receiver's going to do, the running back's going to do, the offensive line. They're going to rally around Brock and just make him better.
Take me back to when Jeff Garcia kind of came out of nowhere and you were on that team. And obviously Steve goes down. Everyone's walking in the desert looking for the oasis. And out of nowhere pops Jeff Garcia. Did you know that he had something to his game at practice? Or did you see something before? Or did he just kind of build on things as the weeks went on?
You build on it. You build on, you look at this guy, how he conducts himself during the week, how he simplifies the game plan, his leadership on the field, how he practices on the field, and that's what you go off. And I was able to do that with Jeff Garcia. And Jeff was, he was the type of quarterback. He didn't have the strongest arm or anything like that. But I knew if I ran good routes, if I caught the ball, I was going to get those yak yards. I was going to put, points on the board and stuff like that. And I was going to really gain confidence in my quarterback, where he feels like he can execute and throw the ball downfield.
Jerry, before we ask about Jimmy, I did want to ask you about Kyle Shanahan and DeMeco Ryans in the game they coached yesterday.
Yeah.
I thought DeMeco Ryans, his adjustments against that Miami offense, I should say, high-flying, hard-hitting, they make the moves. And then Shanahan helping the Niners offense hold the ball for over 40 minutes yesterday against that team. Shanahan, that may be one of his most, maybe a signature win when you think about his tenure with the 49ers. What did you think of Shanahan's performance yesterday?
Yeah, I think he did a fantastic job yesterday, especially on that fourth down where he threw the flag. And because, I was looking at that play over and over, and it looked like the guy had caught the ball.
Right.
And I'm saying to myself, okay, I didn't like that. I just felt a little weird because that was a fourth down and stuff like that, and that could have been the ball game. But, for him to see that, the way he called the game, and you could tell that he was totally into it. And that's really what it's going to take down the road, guys.
Yeah.
I think with Kyle Shanahan, he's going to have to make his best calls now, because you got Mr. Irrelevant in there, and you got to make him feel secure on the football field where he could be productive and lead the team.
Yeah, everybody's gutted for Jimmy Garoppolo right now. Obviously, he's out for the year. If you were his teammate, what would you say to him, Jerry?
I got you. That's it, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, maybe it was just in the cards for this to happen the way it did. But, thank you for everything that you have done because, you got to look at Jimmy G. I think the Niners with Jimmy G, they were around 30-something and 17. Without Jimmy G, they're like 19 and
it's not good. It's not good, Jerry.
So yeah, I say, hey man, look, we got you, man. We're gonna, I know you're hurting right now. We're gonna support you, but it's in good hands. We're gonna take care of Brock. That's it.
Jerry, we see Trey Lance with the GOAT fuel as well now. And we all love Trey Lance. Do you think there's any chance he comes back this season? I know Shanahan said his season is over. You think he's done too?
That would be nice. That would be nice. But my thing, man, I'm going to tell you, when I tore my ACL, MCL, I worked so hard, and I was trying to get back during the season. I think Joe Montana was getting his
Monday Night Football against the Broncos. Yeah,
Monday Night Football against the Broncos. And I just wanted to be there for that. And I think I rushed back, and then I think I cracked my my kneecap, and I was right back in surgery.
On a touchdown pass, right?
Yeah.
On that touchdown, yeah. Hey, I caught a touchdown.
You caught a touchdown. We remember like it was yesterday.
But I think the main thing for Trey is just to make sure he's healed 100% and get ready for the fight next year.
All right, last one, Jerry, because I know you love baseball, you love all sports. Aaron Judge is a free agent. We're asking everybody for their pitch. Can you convince Aaron Judge to come to the Bay Area and be the next superstar?
That would be crazy, man. To see this guy, how he can hit home runs and just the energy that he brings into the baseball stadium. That would be amazing if he could come to the Giants. And just to have him out here. So you never know. It could happen.
Jerry, if he signs with the Giants, you better get him on that field for the 49ers and running routes with you before the game. I'm dead serious.
And man, I'm going to tell you guys, I get out there. I'm going to tell you, it's like when I go back to the stadium, I'm on that football field. It's like my playground. I'm out there just running routes, catching the ball, just the interaction, with, the players, also the fans signing autographs and doing all of those things, man. It's, it makes me realize that, hey, I impacted the game. I did something special. And people still, they recognize me and they want my signature and they want to take a picture of, and I'm
Jerry, that matters to the fans.
No
Like, you're an
doubt.
ambassador to the team in a way that you feel like you can reach out and touch it, because you literally can, and you're at every game. And it's the thing that me and B always look for pregame. We're like, look, there's Jerry in the suit running around, running routes.
Yesterday,
I love it.
running route to the jean jacket.
It was so
That's
sick.
next level. In the jean jacket, Jerry. Come on, man.
Hey, and I'm talking about looking at ball all the way in, watching the rotation of that ball and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
You and T.O., I swear, you and T.O. probably feel like you could still play out there. Because T.O. still running 4.40s.
Hey, guys, you know what, though? I thought about it right before the national anthem. I was going to sprint down the middle of the field. And I wanted to see if security, if they were going to try to run and tackle. Hey, can you imagine how that would have went viral, man?
For
viral,
sure.
And it would have fired everybody up.
Yeah, it would have.
It would have fired everybody
Yeah, it
up.
would've.
We would have had the baby jersey out there in a heartbeat, man. We're like, man, Jerry got to lay off the go fuel, man. He's too much in his system.
I know. I was feeling pumped, man. I felt it, man. Hey, man, but I was looking at the national anthem, man. What happened with the Jets, man? It's like they came by late.
They did come out a little late. It was a little delayed.
It was a little late, man. You know how
It's gotta be just right.
You always want to hear that sound, and it really pumps you up. And I'm just waiting, like, what's up? Maybe they out for coffee today or something.
Jerry, my favorite scene in The Rock is when they have the overhead. You know, the movie The Rock with come on, what's his name?
Sean Connery.
Thank you. Yeah, where they got the overhead with the jet fighters. That was at Candlestick.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
That fires me up every time.
No, I do love those Jets.
Man.
I do love those Jets. And then the fireworks right there. You know it's a big game. Well, we're going to see you next week. Tom Brady.
Yeah, man, but timing is everything.
Timing's everything.
I know.
No doubt. No doubt.
with
The
you.
timing is everything.
Sound like Bill Walsh.
Next week, I need them to put that coffee down.
Hey,
Be on time.
put the coffee down and get the goat fuel up in there.
Yeah, they would
get the
never
goat
miss a
fuel up
beat.
in there. Let's go, baby. Tom Brady, the fake goat is coming to town, Jerry. The fake goat. All right?
Got Brady coming to town, man. So, hey, look, I'm sure the Niners going to be ready for it. Though.
No
Let's
doubt,
go.
Jerry. We always
Good
appreciate
stuff,
the
Jerry.
time, man. We love you, man.
Flash
Thanks so
80.
much. Flash 80 to Jerry Rice here on the Morning Roast.